South Indian Ocean. It has huge landscape, various climatic conditions, soils, and vegetation all around the country. This makes India one of the richest diversities in the world. So there are 15 agroclimatic zones comprising of mountains, plateaus, deserts, rivers, lakes, oceans, and grasslands. Apart from these, 21.54% of the total area is covered by the dense forest ecosystem. Hence, this complex topography, diversified climate, and vegetation make India one of the favorite venue for the alien species invasion. The import statistics reveals that importation of the 462.9 billion from around the 140 countries around the world. Okay. This excessive trade among nations has made India an opportunistic target for the entry of alien species. Biological invasions can be well regarded as a biological pollutions which causes maximum losses to the biodiversity. Invasive species are thrust to both agricultural and horticultural biodiversity as well as the human and animal health. These species are non-native or exotic species introduced intentionally or accidentally in a new area where they can adapt and establish and disperse themselves. New area will be devoid of any natural enemies, and the native species could not able to compete with the exotic species. There is an abundant availability of resources, food resources. So this makes the introduced species grow exponentially to reach maximum height, so that it is difficult for us to control. Of course, over the years, the population may be stagnated, reach saturation, but by the time all our biodiversity is disturbed and damaged, especially agriculture and horticulture ecosystems. In 2023 itself, there are 2 invasive species have been reported, that is the apple blotch minor and mango soft scales were reported in India, have since spread very rapidly with limited scope for the control, since our natural enemies could not able to adapt and control these pests. And there are no exact natural enemies in our ecosystem. In recent past, the invasive pest, I think all of you might be knowing, Southeast Asian thrips or black thrips of chili cause severe loss to India's chili industries with yield reduction of up to 100%. Sharp decline in the export of chilies to the various countries. So in the view of growing threat and urgent need for the preparedness, this deadliest ICR crop training program is formulated, that is the influence of invasive insect pests on horticultural crops, genetic resource and strategies for their management, and submitted to the ICR through the CAP Center. We are very much thankful to the Dr. Sir, Director CAFD, ICR and Director of Research. He has encouraged to submit the proposal for the training program. The program includes a series of expert lectures, hands-on trainings, practical sessions, and visit to the various laboratories, fields, and quarantine stations. Around 30 lectures we have formulated. So these, for example, current scenario of invasive insect pests of horticulture crops in India and globe, threats of invasive insect pests in India, challenges and way forward, introduction to invasive species of vegetable crops and their significance concern the national export and import arena. Like that, we have formulated the 30 lectures. So these lectures will be delivered by the expert and guest teachers from the leading institutions, reputed institutions such as ICAR, NBAR, Bangalore, Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Coimbatore, ICR, IIHR, Bangalore, University of Horticulture Sciences, Bagalkot, University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore, University of Agricultural Sciences, Raichur, Dr.Jayappa J, University of Agriculture and Horticulture Sciences, Shivamogga. So, they are very expert, especially our social work is here. That NBAR people, scientists exclusively working on this alien species, insect pest species. The practical sessions includes hands-on training on identification of invasive insect pests, how to identify the insect pests through the experts again. Bias and bioefficacy of botanical, microbial and synthetic pesticides and insecticides against the invasive pest, and also exposure visits to the regional plant quarantine stations, NBAR, and also the fields which are infested with the invasive insect pests. And we have received the application from the different parts of the country, from Jammu Kashmir, West Bengal, Assam, Punjab, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. Because of disturbances in the travel flight, especially Indigo flight, some of them have cancelled and some of them are on the way to reach this venue. And we have arranged the comfortable accommodation at Center of Excellence for Farmers Producers Organization, College of Horticulture, Bangalore. I hope all the participants will imbibe and enrich knowledge on influence of invasive insect pests on horticultural crop genetic resources and strategies for their management. You will enjoy the Bangalore climate with comfortable stay. So I wish you ICR Crop a grand success and good luck. Thank you very much.